Bankruptcy is a legal proceeding, and so you should seek legal guidance when you're even considering filing bankruptcy. But it's a court proceeding where you request relief from your debt. You file a request with the bankruptcy court, and the bankruptcy court issues an order called the automatic stay. That automatic stay immediately stops all actions against you. So you get that first step, that relief. The creditors are off your back, at least for a little while. In a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, you get the automatic stay issued that stops all actions against you. You are then an open book to the bankruptcy court. That's something that people don't realize. All of your property, all of your assets, all the information and supporting documentation in regard to what you own as well as who you owe money to has to be disclosed to the court. What you're seeking to do is to get a fresh start. By definition, you would be bankrupt or insolvent and not have the ability to pay those debts back. So in a Chapter 7, you're actually seeking to get a fresh start and a discharge of your legal responsibility to pay all of those debts. So in a Chapter 13, though, the big difference there is that you're saying, hey, I need the help of the bankruptcy court to stop these actions against me. However, I am employed, I have an income coming in, and I'm going to take and put together a spending plan, and I'm going to find out what money can be paid toward those creditors, even if it's a small percentage. So it's almost like a workout plan, and it's in the form of a Chapter 13 reorganization plan that lasts from anywhere from 3 to 5 years, where that individual debtor pays a portion of their debt according to the rules and the statutes. And at the end of that period of time, then they receive a discharge for the balance of the debt, of any debt that is considered dischargeable. Whether or not someone should file for bankruptcy, that is a big question. A lot of people ask that, and there's a lot of answers that you'll get. Okay, some people say, well, if I have debt that if I look into the future and I can not pay it back reasonably within 20, 30 years, then they throw up their hands and say, I need relief from that debt, I need to get out. However, they may have not looked into all the other options. That's why it's so important to seek not only legal counsel, but also financial counsel as well. What you want to make sure is that, am I going to come out of the bankruptcy actually getting the relief that I went in to get? The steps of filing a bankruptcy is it's a paper-driven process through the court. And that's why individuals, even though you're allowed to file on your own behalf, it's very difficult. That's why we do encourage you to seek legal counsel to get that help, to fill out the petition, to fill out all the forms that list your schedule of assets, your debts, your exemptions, which is another legal term involved in bankruptcy. The forms are filled out, there's a filing fee that needs to be paid, the petition is filed with the court, and as soon as it's received, they take your word for it and they issue that order of automatic stay. Will bankruptcy help you? That's the big question. Now we look at it and we say, well, are you in danger of losing something? If someone has filed a suit against you and they're garnishing your wages, you're losing those wages. Okay, if you have a house that's in foreclosure and you've exhausted all other means, that bankruptcy petition and that automatic stay will stop that foreclosure. However, you need to put a plan together to where you're going to be able to pay back the portion that you're behind, the arrearage, and then recover that house. So bankruptcy can relieve you of that debt that is causing you to lose assets or to lose mental stability. Some people file just because it's so overwhelming. So you want to make sure that you do get the relief. But it can relieve debt, it can give you a fresh start, it can save your home. So there are times that it becomes necessary for people to file. Well, number one, you're an open book. You have to disclose everything. There is no backroom deals that get by. If so, you're looking at the penalty of perjury and looking at federal fines and in some cases imprisonment if you commit fraud. So those are implications. The other implications that occur in every bankruptcy is it's going to reflect badly on your credit, obviously. It's going to stay in your credit anywhere from 7 to 10 years based on the type of bankruptcy that you file. And when you get through it, you may not have any debt, with the exception of maybe your house or maybe a car, which you can sometimes reaffirm. However, your ability to borrow money going forward, or to get utilities hooked up, or to get a lease on an apartment if you need to, they're going to be challenged because your credit is going to take a hit, plus that bankruptcy information is public information that appears on your credit report. So any landlord, any utility company is going to see that. In some cases, not lease you the property, or they may require security deposits that are higher than others would pay.